Hey, what's going on? It's your girl Chrissy with CIphered Knowledge, and I actually have a special edition. While I am on spring break, I wanted to showcase some of my friends that have their own businesses, startups, halfway through it, already established. But this is my goal and my idea so that we can promote each other and support each other. So I want to bring in my friend, Mr. Landen Cummings, who has his own clothing line. So thank you. Welcome. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
No, absolutely. I've been following you on Facebook and Instagram, and you know I'm a workout junkie. So I'm looking at your stuff like I'm gonna need me some of that. I need some of that in my life. So why don't you tell everybody what it is, what your products are?
First and foremost, thank you for the opportunity to share my information about the company with hopefully a bunch of other entrepreneurs and other people that are in a similar position. My name is Landen Cummings. I'm originally from Denver, Colorado. I currently live in Salt Lake City, Utah. My company is Elevate Reality Apparel and accessories. And the goal behind Elevate is we wanted to create a brand that didn't identify with a specific lifestyle. So where most people refer to things as athleisure and they kind of group everything into a category, we're trying to create a category of active lifestyle apparel. And so what that means is anything you're doing, we want you to be doing it wearing Elevate Reality apparel, whether you're running errands, whether you're jogging, whether you're at the gym, whether you're a stay-at-home parent. Anything that you do, we want you to feel comfortable doing your day-to-day tasks and routines in our clothing. So the idea started actually a full year ago, back in March of 2020 during the quarantine. I started looking around, I was shopping. I love shoes. I love going to the gym, and I just found myself wanting certain colors of clothes for certain shoes or certain pairs of shorts that I had, and it became kind of a hassle to find what I was looking for in the right colors. And so a friend of mine jokingly said, "Why don't you make up your own clothing line, and then you'll never have to worry about not having clothes that match something." So it kind of started out as a joke, and a little bit longer after the joke started, I started thinking, well, what would it really take? Truthfully, I had no idea the amount of work that went into starting a clothing line and an apparel brand, but it's a lot of work, but it's very rewarding. Right now, we've done a lot of work and we're getting ready to launch, and I think what we got coming up in the next couple weeks is going to be really exciting, especially when we get those leggings out to you.
Yes, I'm all about it. Listen, I wear leggings day, night. It don't matter. I'm a nurse, so I do on-call night sometimes, and I'm not trying to throw scrub pants on. I will get some leggings on and just go. So that's active, right? My active lifestyle. So you made mention about production. So why don't you tell us kind of where where you're at in production? Where do you see it, the time frame for launching, and then it being available to people to purchase?
Yeah, that's probably the most exciting part of this whole process is where we're at right now as of today. Last Friday, we actually did a really fun photo shoot for all of our joggers, all of our hoodies. So we're going to launch with 4 colors. We're going to have a red, navy blue, a black and gray set. Super fun, and it was surreal to say the least to see people in a photo shoot wearing clothing from a brand and an idea that I created. It's been unbelievable. So we did that last Friday. Those pictures are currently being edited. You'll see those pictures online on social media, and those will be the primary photos for the website. We actually have our leggings, which will be delivered Tuesday, which has been a whole nother level of excitement. I worked with 5 different suppliers, 5 different manufacturers. We tested 4 different materials. We combined different parts of different materials to come up with the perfect idea and the perfect fit and the perfect texture for what we were trying to provide to our customers. The leggings will be here Tuesday, I believe. On the 14th, we have a photo shoot, 20 girls lined up to do the photos for that. We want to have the
I gotta
photos
cut
edited.
in here. I was trying to be one of them girls, but it wasn't happening. So go ahead.
No, geographically it didn't work out, but we definitely have some things in mind to definitely send some stuff out all over the country. That's the thing, is we're not trying to be a local brand. There's a lot of companies that want to make a local footprint. Right now we've kind of spent the last year compiling a list of people in different parts of the country and different regions that we want to work with. Just like you, we've got over 40 people in 17 different states. So the goal is we're going to launch a pre-launch event for hoodies and joggers next week. Following week, we're going to launch the pre-order for the leggings, take the profit from those events. We'll order more inventory, and then we'll have back inventory to expedite the delivery of the inventory. And so by the end of March, will be full launch. Website will have tons of pictures. We have some really cool stuff that's going to be on the website too. My 10-year-old daughter makes homemade lip gloss, and she's got three colors that are popping. And kids, adults, women, little girls, everybody, the lip glosses are super fly. Those will be on the
Start them
website.
young.
So yeah,
Start them
no, she
young.
loves it. She loves it. Her first question was, well, this isn't free. So are you going to pay me for it so you can sell it on the website? So I'm the reseller. So I got to bump up a couple dollars to make back the profit, because I got to
There
make a
you go.
purchase.
There you go. All right. So, Landon mentioned his website. I just want to go ahead and make sure we get it up here while he's still speaking. You were saying this Sunday, March 7th, 2021, it should be up and running?
Yeah, so we should have the final edits for the photos later tonight, Friday, or early Saturday. And then we'll upload those onto the website for hoodies and joggers pre-order.
I love it. I love it. And why don't you tell well, you know what, before we even get into that, right, into the social media. So it was a joke when you started this, but now that you've been doing it, have you had any pleasure, enjoyment? Is there, like, are you finding, like, even though it's a lot of work, it's worth it?
Absolutely. I've had people that saw social media posts direct message me and say, hey, can I just Venmo you right now? And when this comes available, you can ship it to me. I've had people ask about being brand ambassadors, being influencers. I've had people volunteer to help me set up my TikTok account, which I was openly willing to pay people to help me build. The amount of support that I've received has been unbelievable. Unbelievable. It's been so cool. On that note, it's been surreal. You come up with an idea and you think, okay, this is going to take so much work, and how much of this can I do on my own, and what am I going to have to pay people to help me with? And the amount of support that I've received has made every second of work and the longevity of the project just worth every second of it. So it's been really, really cool.
That's awesome. I've been a big supporter too. So I've been back here, yay, watching you, just watching it kind of progress. And, you were one of the first ones when I kind of reached out. I know I reached out in a group, but your name was the first one that got typed into that group there. So, I always
And
got
I
you in the
tried to
mind.
claim the first spot. I
Yes,
don't know
you
if I was
did.
the first one that
You
responded,
were.
but as soon as it notified, I tried to jump on the first spot. So if I'm not the first, then I'm trying to be, one of the first, because I'm all about the networking. Being self-employed, running, starting this brand. I also run a youth basketball program. Um, as I created this brand, I kind of thought, what could I do to separate myself? And so a lot of that is that sense of urgency that I feel every day. So every time somebody says, hey, there's an opportunity to do this, I'm on it. When you threw that up on the Facebook group, I jumped on it and tried to take the first spot.
You
Um,
did. You got it.
yeah, I tried
Winner,
to.
winner,
So
chicken dinner.
so it's always been a sense of urgency for me, even in the process of creating the brand. I wanted to do something different outside of the brand as far as social causes and things like that. Um, I know there's a lot of brands and a lot of company that'll say, "Oh, Black History Month, we're going to donate part of our sales to this for this month." But in the process of creating this brand, I want it to be different all the time. So a portion of all of the sales, starting from pre-orders, hoodies, sweats, joggers, the leggings pre-order, and for the life of the business, a part of everything we sell is going to go to the National Breast Cancer Foundation and the Wounded Warriors Project. Just because
Amazing.
I just want people to understand that this is bigger than just out here trying to make a dollar. My mother, my grandmother, tons of women that have been very influential in my life have dealt with breast cancer. I've had family members, friends of family, just tons of people that have been affected by it. So I feel like if I have a platform that I can help contribute at least financially to the research and hopefully trying to find a cure for that monster, then I feel obligated to do it. And as far as Wounded Warriors Project goes, I have a lot of friends that have been in and out of the military. My son's currently active in the Army. And so for me, it just felt like the right thing to do. I'm not out here to just, make a ton of money. The industry that I'm in is a billion-dollar industry, multi-billion-dollar industry. So if I could just get a little piece of that cake, then I feel obligated to at least contribute some of that financially back to causes that are very near and dear to me. So just know that when you guys are shopping online, this is bigger than putting money in my pocket. National Breast Cancer Foundation, Wounded Warriors Project, we're out here doing that for, a bigger cause. So
That's amazing. I have to applaud you for that. Because it really does matter. Last episode on Sunday, I actually had a woman who was a 2-time breast cancer survivor who started her own organization run solely on donations that provides financial and emotional support for people in active treatment because of what she had to go through twice, not once, but twice. So, I applaud you for the cause. Absolutely. And then I also had an episode where I had a veteran, deported veterans. So, kind of there's so many needy people and needing causes out there. And it's just so hard to like just pick, one. And that's why I got like my hands in everything. But I applaud you for that. So I want everybody to make sure that you head over to www.elevate-reality.com. I'm telling you, I've seen some of the designs. They are fire. Like, I mean, he inboxed me some things and I was like, oh, well, I like more support in this area. Can we hide the second boob fat on the side? Can we,
and we
but
listen.
yeah, absolutely. And I love that because it's you're making clothes for the people. And I love that it came from a joke and you just took it and you flew with it. Before we go and wrap this up, I do want somebody out there listening and watching to understand that this isn't just about promoting your business. I want to promote you as an individual too. I see you do a lot of work with the youth. Can you talk about that just a little bit?
Yeah, definitely. Growing up, single parent home, mom was a superhero. All those memes that say not all superheroes wear capes is very, very accurate. I feel like as a kid, I missed out on a lot of opportunities just with mom working so much and opportunities just not being as readily available. So as I kind of decided to go and take my youth basketball program from a hobby to a full-on career, I felt like training kids, having kids get involved in their communities. I use our youth basketball program as a way for me to teach life lessons to kids through sports. And it's everything from overcoming objectives. It's everything from, things not going the way that you plan it to. In basketball, sometimes you look at the schedule and you see you're 5-0 and you're playing the 0-5 team and you think you're going to come out here and kill them. And then they come out here and put up a fight or upset you and beat you. That's real life. If you go into life with an attitude of you already know what the outcome's going to be, you're probably not going to get the right outcome. And then how do you deal with that afterwards? So I try to teach life lessons to these kids through sports. And in the process of that, we also will take them and put them in involvement events that are not basketball related. We have taken, what do we take, 25 kids in the youth basketball program to a care center with disabled residents. We played bingo with them. The boys did ball handling drills and did a little basketball show for a bunch of residents of a facility that have disabilities and they're being cared for by disorderlies. We took them, we did a magic yarn project where we measured and cut yarn that is eventually turned into wigs, and the wigs resemble Disney characters, and it's given to kids that are going through chemotherapy. So the inside of the wig of a traditional wig isn't as abrasive on their sensitive skin, and so they get wigs that look like Ariel or wigs that look like Spider-Man's mask. And so instead of going to school and being made fun of for not having hair, now you're the kid with the cool wig and you got a Spider-Man helmet wig made out of yarn that's super soft and comfortable on your skin. So I feel like a lot of people have done a lot of really good things for the growth and development of my own kids. And I just feel like, especially where our society is today, we as adults, we got to kind of take a lead and make sure that the things we're teaching our kids and the things that we're exposing our kids to are positive, and we're building good kids that are going to make tomorrow better versus the damage that some of the people, mostly adults, are doing in today's society. So that's really it. It comes down to the kids, man. I love the kids. Landon love the kids. Landon's always love the kids. So the
Well,
fact that I
I
run a
love,
youth basketball
yeah.
program is right in line.
Well, I love everything that I see Landon do. So I definitely appreciate it. I mean, listen, if it's not for the clothes, then it's for the wounded warriors. If it's not for the wounded warriors, then it's for the breast cancer. If it's not for the breast cancer, then it's just because Landon's a good guy, right? So we need a support. So make sure you head over to that website, www.elevate.reality.com. If you go to the description of the show, you will have all the links to his social media so you can follow him. See kind of where he's at in the process, any, new content, new clothing, new things coming up. He's always posting something, always interesting. I want to thank you so much for coming on and allowing me to have you on here and just talk about this and promote your business. So although this is not the traditional Ciphered Knowledge with Chrissy, there's one question that I ask everybody every time they come on. So I'm just going to stick it to you.
Okay.
You aren't expecting it, but it's coming. If there is one piece of advice that you can leave for our viewers, one lasting piece of advice, what would it be?
Nothing worth having comes easy, and nothing that's easy is worth having. This project has been so much work. Building a youth basketball program has been so much work. I started a nonprofit in association with the youth basketball program. So much work. Don't be afraid of the grind. Like, I feel like today's society, everybody wants instant gratification. Everybody wants to do something and then get a result for it right away. Don't be afraid to grind. Don't be afraid of the process. Trust the process. There's a lot of good things that people wake up to. Your iPhones and your technology, and Bill Gates started that company in a garage. There's been so many success stories that just came from hard work and time and dedication, and our society they don't want to put in the time. Everybody wants to do a crowdfunding and raise $20,000 and then launch their company. Sometimes it doesn't work that way. So don't be afraid to grind. Don't be afraid to invest in yourself. Don't be afraid to put $5 into something and sell it for 20 and then take that $15 and flip it back into three more of those $5 pieces. You make $15 off all four of those. So now you've got $45 that started off of five. So don't be afraid to grind.
There
That's
you
probably my
go.
biggest thing is grind. Don't be afraid of the grind because it's real. The grind is real for real. So that's it.
Well, there you go. So thank you again so much for coming on. And listen, like I said, I think I said it 3 times. I'm going to say it 4, 5, 6, 7 more times. It's
Yeah.
www.elevate-reality.com. So
There
again,
you go.
Landon, thank you so much for coming on, and I look forward to seeing what what comes out of this and how much growth. And just remember, I was here when you was when you was growing.
Hey,
Just remember.
I'll never forget where I came from. You part of the foundation. You were
There
there when it
you
was
go.
just an idea. I think we've been close to a year of just bouncing this idea around. So
Yeah.
you've been there. You were there when the Instagram elevate underscore, so the low line, elevate underscore reality. You were there when that started, when it first started. Elevate reality apparel on Facebook, TikTok, elevate underscore reality, just like the Instagram. So yeah, you've been there from the beginning, man, and I absolutely love all the support. You're one of the real ones. So nothing but love, nothing but love. So much love for you. I really appreciate the platforms you take your time into creating and the opportunities you're trying to give other people.
I appreciate that. And on that note, one love.
One love.